In the heart of downtown Los Angeles, inside a hotel with a dark and troubled past, a young woman stepped into an elevator and vanished into one of the most haunting mysteries of the internet age. What happened next was captured on grainy surveillance footage so bizarre, so unsettling, that even today, millions of people still debate what they're really seeing. A girl alone. A door that refuses to close. Erratic movements that feel almost inhuman. And then, silence. Weeks later, her body would be found in a place no one expected, a place that made the entire story even more chilling. This is the mystery of Elisa Lam, a case that continues to blur the line between logic and the unexplainable. The deep storytelling Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old university student from Vancouver, Canada. She was bright, curious, and deeply introspective. Like many young travelers, she set out on a solo journey across the United States, documenting her experiences through photos and blog posts. Her writing revealed someone thoughtful, sometimes vulnerable, but excited about the world. In late January 2013, Elisa arrived in Los Angeles. She checked into the infamous Cecil Hotel, a place known not just for its affordability, but for its long, disturbing history. Over the decades, the Cecil Hotel had been linked to violent crimes, unexplained deaths, and even notorious serial killers. At first, Elisa was placed in a shared hostel-style room. But her roommates soon complained about her odd behavior, leaving strange notes, locking doors, and acting in ways that made others uncomfortable. The hotel staff decided to move her into a private room. Then, on January 31st, Elisa vanished. No goodbye message. No phone call. No trace. Her parents, thousands of miles away, grew worried when they stopped hearing from her. Soon, the Los Angeles Police Department launched a missing persons investigation. Days passed with no answers. Until something surfaced that would shock the world. The elevator footage on February 19th, police released surveillance footage taken from inside one of the hotel's elevators. What it showed was deeply unsettling. Elisa enters the elevator. She presses multiple buttons. Then she steps into the corner and waits. The door doesn't close. She peeks outside, as if she's hiding from something or someone. Then her behavior becomes increasingly strange. She steps in and out of the elevator repeatedly. Her movements are erratic, almost frantic. At times, she appears to be speaking to someone just out of sight. She gestures with her hands in ways that feel disjointed, unnatural. And the door still doesn't close. Eventually, Elisa steps out of the elevator for the last time. The doors finally shut. And she is never seen alive again. The footage went viral almost instantly. Viewers around the world tried to decode her behavior. Was she afraid? Was she hallucinating? Or was there something, or someone, we couldn't see? The cold case clues. As investigators searched the hotel, they found no immediate signs of foul play. But something else began to happen. Guests started complaining. The water pressure was low. The tap water had a strange color. Some even reported a foul taste. Maintenance workers were sent to inspect the building's rooftop water tanks. What they found was horrifying. Inside one of the tanks, they discovered Elisa's body. She had been missing for nearly 3 weeks. The discovery raised immediate and troubling questions. How did she get onto the roof? Access to that area was restricted, requiring either a key or triggering an alarm. Yet no alarm had been reported that night. How did she get inside the tank? The lid was heavy and difficult to open. Some reports initially suggested it was closed when her body was found, though later details indicated it may have been left open. And perhaps most disturbingly, How did no one notice sooner? The autopsy results added another layer of mystery. There were no signs of physical trauma. No clear evidence of assault. The official cause of death was ruled as accidental drowning, with bipolar disorder listed as a contributing factor. But for many, that explanation raised more questions than it answered. Before we dive into the theories, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to Shadow Files, and share this story with someone who loves true mysteries. Because this case still doesn't have a clear answer. The theories. Theory 1. A tragic mental health episode. The most widely accepted explanation is that Elisa experienced a severe episode related to her bipolar disorder. It's believed she may have stopped taking her prescribed medication during her trip, which could have triggered hallucinations or paranoia. This theory suggests that Elisa believed she was being followed or threatened, which explains her behavior in the elevator. In a state of confusion and fear, she may have found her way to the rooftop and climbed into the water tank, possibly seeking safety. But there are problems with this theory. Even in a disoriented state, accessing the roof wasn't simple. And climbing into a water tank is not something easily done, especially alone. Theory 2. Foul play. Some believe Elisa didn't act alone, that someone else was involved. Supporters of this theory point to the elevator footage. Was she reacting to someone off camera? Could someone have been waiting for her outside the elevator? There are also questions about the timeline. The delay in finding her body. The inconsistencies in reports about the tank lid. And the fact that no clear fingerprints or evidence of another person were ever confirmed publicly. However, investigators found no definitive signs of struggle or forced entry. No clear suspect was ever identified. Theory 3. The elevator malfunction. Another explanation focuses on the elevator itself. Some experts suggest the elevator door didn't close because Elisa had activated a door hold feature, possibly by pressing multiple buttons. This could explain why the door stayed open for so long during the footage. But that still doesn't explain her behavior. Why was she acting as if she was hiding? Who, or what, was she reacting to? Theory 4. Something paranormal. This is where the case takes a darker turn. The Cecil Hotel has a long history of tragedy and death. Over the years, it has been linked to suicides, murders, and even infamous figures like serial killers who once stayed there. Some believe the hotel itself carries a kind of dark energy. Was Elisa influenced by something beyond our understanding? Was the elevator footage capturing more than just a psychological episode? While there's no scientific evidence to support this theory, it remains one of the most talked about possibilities, especially among those who can't shake the eerie feeling of watching that footage. Closing more than a decade later, the mystery of Elisa Lam continues to haunt the internet and true crime communities alike. Was it a tragic accident? A crime that slipped through the cracks? Or something we simply don't have the tools to understand? The truth is, some questions remain unanswered. And maybe they always will. If this story left you unsettled, make sure you subscribe to Shadow Files for more deep dives into the world's most chilling mysteries. Like this video, share it with others, and let me know in the comments, what do you think really happened to Elisa Lam? Because sometimes, the scariest mysteries are the ones that feel just out of reach.